Hello, and welcome to the 7th update video for Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. In this video, we will be going over the newest fixes and features for the project, which includes restored specularity, dynamic resolution support, and more. So let's jump straight into it. For this update, you will need to download the latest version of the following enhancement packages: the Silent Hill 2 Enhancements module, the Enhanced Edition Essential Files, and the Image Enhancement Pack. You can download the latest version of these packages by visiting the installation page of the Enhanced Edition website. Go to the changelog table to see which packages have been updated, click on the appropriate packages link to go to its install step, download the package, and replace any files within the game's directory if prompted. Download links for the latest updated enhancement packages will also be in the video description below. So to start things off, Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition now features restored specularity. Specularity is the shininess of an object. For Silent Hill 2, things such as character eyeballs, Pyramid Head's helmet, and Maria's skirt should have shine on them. In the vanilla PC version, specular objects in many areas of the game would not shine as they should. But with this update, items, characters, and enemies that did not shine will have shine on them once again. In addition to this, specular behavior is also restored. This means that, whenever James's flashlight is on, the shine on specular objects will be brighter, and when his flashlight is turned off, the shine will be duller. The same is true if an enemy walks under a light source. Their shiny skin will be shinier as they're passing under the light. And speaking of enemies with shiny skin, we've also restored the shine on lying figures as they're roaming the streets of Silent Hill during the daytime. The settings that are typically adjusted by users of the project are the ScreenMode and resolution options. We wanted to further simplify these options to make adjustments to them easier. To do this, we've combined the Enable Window Mode and Full Screen Window Mode options into one feature. Now, when you open the D3D8.ini file, you'll see a new Screen Mode option. This feature has 3 simple choices to choose from: Windowed Mode, Full Screen Windowed Mode, and Full Screen Mode. But even more exciting is our adjustments to resolution options for the game. Previously, you had to set the game's resolution in the D3D8.ini file, and, whatever you set it to, that's the resolution you had to stick with until you closed the game. We're happy to introduce a new dynamic resolution feature that's built into the game's own options menu. With this feature, you can go to the game's options menu and cycle through every resolution your display has to offer. We even show you the aspect ratios for all the resolutions in your list. You can now change the resolution at any time through the game, and it will adjust itself instantly. There's no need to close the game anymore to change resolutions. And because you can now dynamically change the resolution and aspect ratio at any time, we've automated how the full screen images and FMVs are displayed. This will ensure the images and videos are displaying their best for any given aspect ratio. We've went back and further refined some of the full screen images. The most notable changes are revisiting the weathering and grunge effects for the Labyrinth Hangman riddle signs. And using new techniques to reapproach Maria's save background and Mary's photo. We fixed an issue where, if you load a save file that starts you outdoors, the environment's brightness might not be set correctly. An issue has been fixed where the save background image may show the wrong character depending on which campaign you are playing. For multi-display users, we've addressed an issue where the game will not correctly render an image of itself under certain conditions, such as when pulling up the pause screen while playing the game on a non-primary display. We fixed an issue where the topmost layer of a memo image will not correctly fade and darken with the rest of the image when viewing the image through your memos list. This issue affects all other versions of the game. This is a small change, but we've removed the now loading message that would always show when entering the main menu. This loading message is not really needed, especially because the game still uses the classic footstep loading screen when it needs to. Lastly, some additional features that have been added to this update are general touch-ups and further improvements to various full-screen images. These are mostly minor adjustments to add further polish to the upscaled images. We fixed an issue where the game would use the darkest brightness level if there wasn't a pre-existing settings.ini file on launch. The game will now launch at default brightness level 3 if no settings.ini file already exists. We've corrected an issue where the built-in screenshot taker would not correctly capture the game image when playing in full screen mode. When playing in bordered windowed mode, we now prevent the game from being resized via click and drag, which would otherwise distort the game image. And safety checks have been added to help prevent crashes that might occur by launching the game with compatibility options enabled through the game's executable. And that about wraps it up for what's new with the latest update for Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. This update is now available to download for you to experience these improvements for yourself. The links and information about these downloads will be in the video description below. The Enhanced Edition team hopes you enjoy the newest update to Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. And until the next video update, we will see you around in the foggy town of Silent Hill.